Viewer discretion is advised.
If you just know you're that girl,
yeah,
you just have no choice but to be that girl. And I feel like I'm that girl.
What if you don't wake up feeling like that girl? How do you be that girl?
You need to go back to sleep and wake back up again so you can feel like that girl.
There you have it, child. That's why I feel like I'm the T. I feel like I'm the T because I work at being the T. Like, no shade. I'm not the T just because a bunch of bitches like me and live for me because we all homegirls. I'm the T because I'm the motherfucking T. And that's just sad. I mean, that's just what it is. People legit in the world love to live for food. Love to live for food. Love to live for your bald head homegirl that just bald head whole shit. It's clear that I'm working at being the C, so girl, let me be the C. Like, give me that, give me my flowers.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Yes, God, honey. Okay, today is the day. Okay. When Jesus cracked the sky, when he cracked the sky, honey, I was birthed. Okay. Hello, God. I was birthed. I was given to the land to serve truth and justice, honey. Okay. Happy birthday to me, bitch. Yes, God, honey. 36 years old. Oh, Lord. The older I get, the more I have a little bit more respect for Aaliyah when she was talking about age ain't nothing but a number. Because, like, if you look at it otherwise, you feel depressed, stressed, dusted, disgusted, you know? But the one thing I love about getting older, it's, you know, experience, okay? Shout out to Experience, honey, all right? Oh, Lord. Can you guys hear and see me okay? Oh, let's do a check, honey, all right? And while we're doing that, please, if you haven't done so already by now, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share, because we all know that sharing is caring, honey, okay? Hello, God. Yes. Follow me on Instagram at YB Speaks, okay? All the things. Tap that notification bell. That way you're updated each and every time I'm uploading something new. All right? Good morning. I know it's early. But I have things that I have to do throughout the day. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do what we do. All right? We got some things to get into. Before we get there, I definitely want to shout out the chat. Shout out to the House of D. Honey. Hello, good morning. God bless you on your birthday and your amazing journey in life. Thank you so much, boo. Girl, D, it's been a while. Like, we've been knowing each other for a minute now. Definitely got to get the Outsiders back up and running, girl. I need to, again, this is the year of me not talking about it and just doing it. But definitely miss you. Definitely miss Foy, okay? And thank you for being a part of my life. Kat, what's up, boo? How you doing? Good morning, happy birthday. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. You already know what's up. Like, you're my heart, my pride, my joy, girl. My friend, my listening ear. Lord knows, my listening ear. Okay, yes. When you need a shoulder, okay. What did Mariah Carey say? When the shadows start pouring in your spirit, it diminishes. Hold on, what'd she say? Child, anytime you need a friend, I will. That's Cat, honey. I appreciate you, boo. Be he and never be alone again. What's up, Nola, baby? How you doing, boo? Thank you so much. Thank you. What's up, KK? How you doing, boo? What's going on, China Black? Yes, honey. Thank you guys so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much for the birthday blessings, honey. Okay, I really do appreciate all of you. What's going on, Chef Amber? How are you? Is that Chef Amber from a while ago? Where you been at, girl? And where is Belize? Where is Belize, girl? Like, where is everybody, girl? Like, I love all of y'all, but where are the day ones, girl? I know all of y'all are damn near day ones. Shit. And I really appreciate you guys so much. Girl, but this ain't just about my birthday, girl. We got to get into some tea, too, girl. There's been some things, you know? It can't all be about me, even though it's my birthday, bitch. Okay? Even though it's my birthday. I'm going to give y'all some commentary, girl. We got to get into some things. Because the girls, the streets, girl. Let me say this. Okay? So, on the docket for today, we're going to be talking about Lil Nas X and how he decided he wanted to apologize, girl, okay? We're going to also talk about Big Sexy Official. For those that don't know, I had no choice but to repost that flashback memory yesterday, girl. Just in preparation for this live because, like, girl, she's back in the news, and she is in the news, girl, because of fraudulence, girl. Fakery, fuckery, and fraudulence, girl. Honey, last year it was revealed that she was not just big sexy, but she was big and nasty, girl. Very big and very nasty. She revealed that she is of filth. Hello, God. She revealed. It's her fault, girl. It's her fault. She told the truth on herself, and I appreciate truth, but like I said in that video, she should have just lied. But she revealed that she's of filthy nature. Hello, God. Girl out here giving bottoms a bad name. No, God. But she's out here scamming the kids, so we got to get into her. I also wanted to talk about a couple other things that, gay baiting. I'm seeing a lot of gay baiting out here, girl. And these straight boys or so-called straight boys, all this gay baiting, and then y'all turn around and get upset when the girls hit on you, honey. And no. No. Because I want people to realize, too, a lot of these Twitter, these FO OnlyFans and things of that nature, the sole, high percentage of people that are actually subscribing to these platforms, girl, are gay men. So these straight hetero, men out here, girl, in that hemisphere are, out here gay baiting the girls and then get upset when, they get hit on by the girls. So we're going to get into a little bit of that. But I also wanted to talk about chasing reality, girl. I wanted to talk about chasing reality. And I think I'm going to start with them first, I want to preface this. And if y'all are out there, I know it's early in the morning, just tag the girls. Tag the girls, chasing reality, child. Tag the girls. Let them know they're being talked about by the one and only bitch. Hello, God. I know. I'm going to preface this by making this statement. I know that I am no longer the authority, hello God, of the web reality realm. I have been out. I have not even watched this season of Chasing Atlanta. I have not watched not one episode, girl. And in a lot of ways, I'm not going to say that I regret it, but I've been hit up so much by people throughout this season of Chasing Atlanta. And I'll answer your question in just a minute, okay? Actually, I can answer real quick. Do I believe in gay for pay? I believe in, if you're going to sit around here and do what you got to do for the coins, don't be mad when those same people that you sensationalize yourself to want a piece. Don't get mad about it. I mean, I don't really like the idea of the gays paying to play because it sets a precedent. And I don't like stuff like that because then everyone else expects that. And a lot of these dudes out here are looking to be taken care of, girl. And a lot of these girls out here are willing to do the taking care of. And next thing you know, you know how you can divorce somebody, girl, and you can force them, like a lot of these rich fish hello God, that divorce these rich husbands of theirs, girl, they are able to, they're able to get their husband or their ex or whoever to pay them according to the lifestyle that they've grown accustomed to. I know y'all have heard that before. You have to keep up. If that person, you, girl, we've been in this relationship for 20 years, girl, hello God, and we get divorced. Hello. You have to keep up my lifestyle that I've grown accustomed to. So I look at that in this aspect as well. You start paying these dudes to lay down with them, girl, please, he's going to think every gay is going to pay. No, ma'am. No, man, honey, you're not getting a coin from me, bitch. No. And I get approached like that. When I'm out here swagging and surfing, girl, hello, God. Clean like this, detergent. Okay, hello, God, honey. When I'm out here serving the streets of life, bitch, okay, in the 7 C's, okay. Girl, please, like, these dudes be thinking, oh, are you generous? Girl, who you talking to? I am not paying to play. What's up, TTV? How you doing, boo? Oh my God, bitch, where you been, child? And a happy anniversary of life, Lammy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I've been hovering in the ether of life, child. I've just been chilling. You know, child, the real world is out here, a real worlding, honey. Okay. So I've just been, you know, hovering here and there. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate you, boo. So hopefully that answers your question, D. I'm not going to sit around here and pay nobody. Okay? No one's getting, I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea about me. Okay? Yes. Aren't you in Florida? Apply for Chasing Orlando. Yes. And gag the girls. Child, Orlando's like 4 hours from me. Unless they're going to put the doll up. Put the doll up for the taping. Hello, God. And that's what we're going to get into, because I really want to, again, I want to preface this. I am no longer the authority, okay, of the web reality world. I have not watched the season. So the things that I'm about to say have nothing to do, really, well, in light of this season, yes, but I can't really get into the minutiae, girl, of the season because I have not watched it. So I'm definitely not going to try to judge any situation. But I wanted to have the conversation overall. And this is not, again, to just the Chasing Reality platform. This is for all the web reality girls out there, because still to this day, no matter how many public messages that I've made, that I no longer review these platforms, I still get hit up by people sending me their reels, sending me their, you know, the tea. Can you tell me about this? Can you tell me about that? Some actually want some advice on, you know, casting and development and all that shit. And you know what? I give a little. I do give a little. But I always, you know, regretfully inform them that, you know, I no longer review these platforms. And I do appreciate you thinking of me even all of this time after. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, talking to a lot of people, and you guys are always commenting that you miss my commentary on the web reality platforms. And you know what? Like, I say this all the time. And for the life of me, I know that there's a select few of people out there that think that I'm a bitter ass bitch, and I know that it can come off that way, but I mean this with all sincerity, honey, okay? I loved and still love the web reality realm. Chasing Reality specifically was able to come and do something that the girls were just not doing. Okay, let's just say this. A lot of girls tried. Shout out to Jeff for the Cash App. Thank you so much, boo. I really do appreciate it. Thank y'all so much for birthday blessings, for birthday shout outs, girl. Thank you for joining me in this live. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Hello, God, engage in the video and the platform. Girl, and stay tuned. We're going through some things today, this early morning, honey, okay? But going back to what I was saying, I'm not bitter. And I genuinely loved the platforms, girl. You know, they gave me 7 years ago. Hello, God. The first season of Chasing Atlanta, I was at the precipice of like myself, discovering myself, figuring out where I belong, you know? And shout out to Denny Upkins. I don't know if he wanted this to be public knowledge or not, but I am a part of a situation that he's putting together. He's a writer, he's an author, and me and several other amazing content creators are taking part in this project that he's putting together. And it has something to do with uplifting, hello God, our voices, honey, hello God. And there was a question in there about the web reality platform. And I always give the things. When the article comes out, and I will definitely be reading my part on live, and hopefully Denny will be able to come up and we'll have a more in-depth conversation about the project and, you know, what it all means, and, you know, just get it all out there for the girls. You know, I love Denny. Shout out to Denny. If you're in the building, hello God, but not in the building, shout out to you, boo. I always give the things because like we all need that thing that resonates with us as people, our journey, hello God, all that we've been through. And at that time, I was going through a metamorphosis. So finding the Chasing Reality and the web reality platform that catered to LGBTQ, not just LGBTQ, but Black LGBTQ, it did something for me. It stimulated me as a Black gay man. And I really do appreciate that. But 7 years, girl, 7 years. And shout out to 7 years. A lot of the girls didn't make it halfway through a season, bitch. Hello, God. A lot of the girls didn't make it halfway through one taping, girl. Huh. Bitch, half the girls couldn't even get a sizzle reel together. So shout out to 7 years of what I feel is wonderful, wonderful content. What I feel has been the standard. Hello, God. Oh, I'm getting shiver me timbers, girl. Because I'm passionate, girl. I'm really, really passionate. 7 years of elevated production, girl. Every season, every frame, it was just coming with the tea, girl. You girls became and are still the standard, especially for production style. But for your level of consistency and the fact that you've been able to remain relevant and become those girls, the #1 girls, in my opinion. I'm the girls say Karan and all them, that may be okay, but honey, but for me personally, I don't know what the numbers are saying, but girl, for me personally, Chasing Reality is the girls. And you heard it from the judge, bitch, okay? Hello, God. That's in my humble opinion, girl, okay? But after 7 years, right? What's different? That's where I had to bow out gracefully. Along with other shit, hello God, along with other things, right? And that probably was my fault for thinking that I was that girl, you know? Let's just be honest. You could think you're that girl, y'all could think I'm that girl, but other people may not think that I'm that girl. And it's fine. And you know, it's fine now that I'm calm about the situation and all those things. It's cool. And you know what? But the main piece for me was always, what is different? And I tell this story all the time. When I looked back at some of my old reviews of the platform, I literally felt like I was repeating myself. The seasons as a whole, when we just talk about just the main appeal of it all, it's the same. The girls are fighting. The drama is drama-ing, honey, okay? Like, someone sleeping with someone. Ooh, ah, only at Mattress Giant, bitch. Okay? Like, what else can I talk about? And I feel like what we're seeing with the end of Chasing Atlanta, because, and Dario said it himself, that it's not the end of Chasing Reality, it's just the end of Chasing Atlanta. So I feel like we're still going to be getting Dallas. At the same time, girl, Chasing LA, I think we all heard, okay, that Q over there, you know, he was the executive producer for season 1 and 2, girl. So Q has exited stage left. I heard that you settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard, girl, they say you out here, you done found you a man, girl, and you in film school. Just because you have a man and you're in film school, you can't executive produce the show? What's really the tea? Again, I haven't been around, so I really don't know. And so, okay, so TTB and House of D Honey are letting the girls know that Chasing Orlando is coming. Again, I was not aware of that. That would be the tea. Orlando is ghetto, though. I hope people know that. Like, Orlando is not just Disney World, girl. Disney World is ghetto. If you've ever been to Disney World in Orlando or any of those parks out there, look around the vicinity, girl. It's literally in the heart of the hood, bitch. Okay, abandoned ass hotels, massage parlors, girl, that the girls had to raid because they was out here giving out fantasy vibes, girl. And we ain't talking about the lottery, bitch. Okay, hello. What's up, Please Believe? Thank you so much, Boo. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Blame Scotty Society TV. Hello, Boo. How are you? What's up, Kim? How you doing, Boo? Yes. But yeah. So we see what's going on over there. So Chasing LA is kaput for now, honey, okay? So I guess Chasing Dallas is the next one to come up, and they're right on time because this was their schedule last year. So the girls have been silent. And again, I haven't been around. I have been hovering in the ether, though. And when the girls are silent, that lets me know projects are about to be birthed. We should be I don't know. I haven't heard anything. So smelling what's going on in the air, I believe Chasing Dallas probably will be coming. Hello, God. And if so, I might review. I don't know, depending on who's on. You know, because last season, girl, the new girls came, saw, and conquered. They gave us a lot of, you know, chaotic moments and seeing things that weren't making sense, in my opinion. People that were not working who said they were working and we didn't see the working. Girl, hello, God. But I do want to give my humble opinion. There has been a lot of talk about what's been going on in this season of Chasing Atlanta. And I wonder if the reason that this is the end, and I don't truly believe it's the end, I think Dario's just going to take a break for a while and probably come back to it later and just recast everybody. It can be easy to think that he's burnt out. And rightfully so, let's just tell the truth. 7 years and being the main editor-in-chief, you know, running this platform, I can imagine you being burnt out. And I think that it's a good thing. Burnt out is like writer's block to a lot of people. I think it's time to go back to the drawing board. Just like I feel with the Real Housewives. That's how I feel like when we talk about Basketball Wives and all the other reality shows, Love and Hip Hop. Like the aesthetic, everything is the same. And I think it's time for people to take a break, take a step back, invite some new blood into the building, some new creative blood into the building, new writers, new showrunners, producers, new concepts. Like, I think it's time to be a little bit more creative. And I think when we already know that people were going to have a lot to say about this chaotic season, let's just go ahead and tell the girls it's the end, because you're the editor-in-chief, correct? So you already knew that this season was going to give what it was going to give. So I think maybe, you know, and Daria's a smart person. Let me think ahead. Let me get ahead of the curve. You know, let me prepare the girls and let them know this is the end. And I'm already, because I take away from his attitude, like, I don't like the girls to try to spray me. So let me maneuver, manipulate, and do some things ahead of time. You know, but I'm not going to do it in such a way you're going to be able to tell immediately. You might not be able to tell it all because I'm going to sprinkle a little bit here and there so you don't connect all the dots immediately, you know? I think he knew that there was going to be a lot of concern with the season, especially when he stated that he had to question, did he want to upload certain scenes and what would people get out of this? Like, how would this make us look? And I just wanted to think it to myself, like, you knew this already. You aired it. You planned your response to the foolishness. And you know what? Hey, girl, you got to do what you got to do. I get it. I want to say this too. Changing up everything is a good idea. On top of that, where are you trying to go? Because I know that it's not up to you. You kind of need an offer. You kind of need people to step into the building of life, Hello God, and want your product to be ran on their platform. Are we doing anything to get there? Because we shout out 7 years. So in those 7 years, has anyone approached you on your platform with an opportunity? I heard him say a while back that was something that happened, but it just didn't work out for them. And I wonder, why did it not work out for you? Because isn't that the goal here? I hear a lot of executive producers in web reality say that the goal is, especially with just doing pilot seasons with a couple, hey, maybe this will get picked up. We ain't got to put all this work into it. You know, they pay us, girl, we sit back, relax. They do the production. They do the cat. They do this. They do that. 7 years, though. And when we talk about viewership, you have, I believe, 100,000 or right under 100,000 subscribers. We've noticed, I didn't watch this season, so somebody in the chat, let me know, were they running any ads, sponsored ads? I noticed with Chasing Dallas, there were barely any, girl. Every episode definitely will be monetized. So I asked about the money and reinvesting. And when I talk about reinvesting, I talk about after 7 years, why are we not in a place to where we can actually pay our cast? Because I genuinely think that's why they don't give a fuck and they act a hot ass mess. Because they're like, you know what? I'm going to make my name ring bells in these streets, girl. Since I'm not getting paid, let me make my name reign supreme through the streets by hook or crook. And more than not, it's always crook. Okay? The girls be doing the most to be seen. They feel like they have no choice but to, you know, arise to the occasion, girl, because, girl, we're not getting paid. So let's just say, for instance, I'm a singer or a rapper, or I sell products, or, girl, I'm trying to do something. Let me go ahead and put on real quick, girl, so I can get my things, so I can become the popular one, and my brand will sell. People will book me. People will purchase my things. Let me just go ahead and do this. And if I don't have nothing going on, if I'm not really chasing nothing, let me go ahead and chase these ass whoopings. Let me just go ahead and act a fool and mess up these venues, girl, for likes, clicks, and viewership, you know? I think paying the girls will eliminate a lot of foolishness. And you'll also be, I talk about this even with just regular employment period, girl. If you raise the bar, that means you can, girl, the better caliber of employee will come your way. You can Girl, get rid of the riffraff, Hello Gone. You can cycle through the trash, you know, the mediocres, bitch, real quick. And you can afford to tell certain people no. Nah, I'm good. You know, we're paying decent coin over here, so we want decent people, you know? Because then what happens is you have a lot of girls, especially the ones that become popular from your platform, they become the it girl. What happens is they begin to think that they're the executive producer. Hello. They think that they're bigger than the group, bitch. Chef Amber says Chasing Reality needs something different because I know people tired of the same old stuff, the fighting, and Markel needs to bring his show back. Amen. I think a lot of the girls have deviated from their side projects. Not just Markel, but many other producers out there have gotten away from things because it just was not sticking, because the algorithm and the viewership have gotten used to a certain style of web reality, which is the stuff we're here to talk about. You know, the foolishness, the fakery, the fuckery, and the fraudulence of it all, girl. People have gotten used to it. If you deviate from that concept, your viewership is going to be low. But that's what I say, though. Sometimes you have to go back to the drawing board and you have to create a project that encompasses the things that are going to make people stick around and also invite some new type of viewership in at the same time. And I really did enjoy Lovers and Friends. I thought it was new. It was something for us. You know, it reminded us, a lot of the girls that's over 30, we remember those dating shows on VH1 and MTV. You know, we remember them. So it's very nostalgic for us, you know? So, yeah, get back to it. You know, he says he is, but you're busy, girl. When you're out here funding, hello. You're out here funding this all of this. And Markel is professional, so I'm quite sure he was out here, girl, like a transporter at a hospital, giving the girls rides, because most of them girls, they had no car. Paying for Ubers, paying for Lyfts. You know, I heard he had to come out of pocket to provide for that season. So, of course, everything else doesn't matter at that moment. I can't afford to do a Lovers and Friends right now because I don't put all my eggs into this basket. And hopefully the next basket, the Chasing Dallas, is better. Is better. Hopefully we've recasted. Something tells me we haven't, because, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Jet Jeff again. Astro was not ready for the season. And that's the thing, too. Like, girl, you too ahead of the game. You're trying out the new young girls who really don't have much going on. And even though she was snapping and getting her ones or two, she just didn't fit in with the group. You might need some more seasoned girls, you know? What's up, Latravia? How you doing, boo? Thank you so much. I wonder if the people behind Chasing ever thought about diving into written series. I think it's probably crossed their mind, but they know they don't have the experience for that. You have to be an amazing writer. And I think reality, web reality, since we're talking about it, it's easier because you don't have to do all of the pomp and circumstance with, you got to be on your shit when you're writing a series, though. I don't think a lot of these girls are actual writers. Can we just tell the truth? It's easy. It's so much easier and probably so much cheaper and less time consuming doing this versus actually writing, for a series. And definitely help the girls tell their stories. I really lived for the Ariel documentary, Miss Barbie Bankrose, bitch. Like, I really was here for something like that. Actually, that's very reminiscent of what me and Markel talked about a very long time ago, of a show that of a platform he was thinking about putting together, where he I think it's called something like what is the True Hollywood Story, girl, something like that. Like, the rise, the fall, girl, hello God, the who are you, and getting into all your business, girl, and letting the girl see it. It was very Lifetime vibes. They have it in them. It's just about sometimes you have to sacrifice. I don't think the girls want to sacrifice. You're going to have to sacrifice the numbers because that's what drives this. I know it's a business. You have to get some type of return. I understand, especially if you're fronting the bill. You want return on investment, bitch. You have no choice. You need to break even. And the best way to do that is y'all got to continue doing sponsored ads, girl. You guys have to find a way to make it more lucrative for people because from what I heard, the girls never wanted, and I'm going to be real with you, that's why I never actually, I felt like their prices were okay, but kind of expensive too. Forced a lot of the girls to say that they weren't getting a return on investment. A lot of the girls, that's why you started seeing a very slow fall, girl, when it came to people wanting to purchase ad space while the season's going. And I know a lot of people are like, damn, YB, why you never did it? Well, I never did it because I'm not gonna lie, I never did it because of that, because I was never really ready. I was always fearful, do I have the product? You know, but this year, girl, be on the lookout because I'm about to do some things. I have some great ideas for how I'm going to get Tika Naturals to be seen across the globe. Again, this is the year of not talking. It's the year of doing, bitch, okay? But yeah, I just want to say that, yeah, if you find a way, merchandise, selling, and again, paying the girls, and also not allowing any and everything. One thing I did not like, Hot Boys of Houston. When I look back on that situation with Lemons and I forgot who was the other boy child? They say he was tooken. Hello. They say she was tooken right in front of the executive producer. And although we're not rolling, although we're not filming, we are there to do a job. And to know that these things happen, to know and hearing about what took place during this season of Chasing Atlanta, whether it's true, whether it's false, because I'm hearing a bunch of different things, okay? I'm hearing the narrative that was pushed in the season against King Kane was not really King Kane. It's someone else, girl, okay? But I don't care in the moment. I'm talking about the fact that these things are transpiring while we're on the clock. Y'all have to do it. You are not their friends, you're their boss. You won't be put between a rock and a soft place or whatever they call that shit, girl. You won't be conflicted in thy nature because guess what? Thank you for the Cash App, Tamara. Thank you so much, boo. I really do appreciate it. Again, everybody like the video, comment. Hello, those are birthday blessings too. Hello, God, and the Cash App is flowing down below as well, honey. Let's overflow that cup, bitch. Okay, the cup is overflowed, girl. Okay, yes. But yes, girl, like I'm really big on that. Like you cannot. That's why the girls think they can get away with what they've been getting away with. Period. Because you're their friend and not their boss. And that's why a lot of girls think they bigot in the group. Because you're their friend and not their boss. We have to be honest here. A lot of people shouldn't even be on these platforms. I'm not trying to be messy, but I can name several people from each franchise, from almost every web reality series, girl, that just should not have been on there. And to know that there are people who will violate you. And we're not just talking about SA. We're talking about just acts of violence, period. Like, girl, we're not even getting paid for this. You're getting wrapped up in your feelings for what? And I hate to say it, yes, everything is motivated by the coin. Let's not act like the world is not ran by money, bitch. I guarantee you, if you found a way to monetize, and I'm going to be honest with you too. A lot of the girls who run these platforms, you notice that their lifestyle becomes elevated after a season. If we start to notice a new car, a new place, girl, you eating out, girl, what's up? Girl, you wearing real makeup now. You ain't got that Dollar General stuff on your face anymore. You know what I'm saying, girl? Like when we start to notice, hello God, and then we still see that, okay, you invested in new cameras, you invested in new phones, you invested in new earpieces, you invested in microphones. That's great, but what are you doing to invest in the cast to ensure that they have something and get something out of this as well? I just don't think that it's fair. And again, this is not just Chase and Rap, this is all the other platforms too. If you don't pay your cast, something is really wrong with you. And if you don't pay your cast after so many years of being what is considered to be one of the most successful platforms in the web reality space, then shame on you, girl. And then you wonder why it all is crumbling down. And then I question, is it even really crumbling down? Because again, we could be doing all of this talk, oh, it's the end, and oh, it's this, and oh, it looks dim, but this could be exactly what the girls want to shock us in the end. So I'm never trying to be too overly judgmental or lay Thor's hammer down on the ass in absolutes, because I know how the girls work. We're going to spin this web of foolishness, confusion. We're going to throw that fairy dust on your ass real quick, girl, and we'll be back and better than ever. And I hope so. I really do hope so, because if you're not being picked up by mainstream, which I get it, because let me tell y'all what's happening too. If you look around you, and this is what I don't like about Zeus, y'all know what y'all did. Instead of employing the likes of an Andario, instead of collaborating and buying their product and working with them and giving them a home in the mainstream world, right? Or at least a leg up in some time. You'll steal their concepts. You'll steal everything about them. We see what's going on with Karan right now, right? Isn't he like in a feud with I forget the network. Is it Zeus? I forget exactly the show. I think it was an all trans show. And apparently Karan developed that concept first, and you know, they're literally biting off of his stuff. I don't like shit like that. And we talk about this all the time when Carisha 19 girl was running rampant through the streets, all these celebrities, what did they do? They ran to social media. They started up their YouTube channels. They started up their TikToks. They started up their Instagram lives. They started up these platforms where they were buying virtual backgrounds, girl, and everything, coming in here, stealing concepts, ideas, literal aesthetics, girl, from smaller content creators, people that are just trying, like myself, hello God, people were literally coming in and stealing, using their big name, using their big influence to swallow up a space that already was, you know, diminishing and fading us into the background, girl. I hate that. I talked about that with Jason Lee. Like, girl, like no one was caring about that Hollywood Unlocked trash. Okay, you came over here to YouTube, then you went over there to Bingo. I don't like those girls who do that. The space is already spacing, girl. It's already difficult for Black creators to get ahead. And then as soon as things open back up again, you don't see those girls no more. They back at their jobs now. They back making their little millions or whatever. And y'all know exactly the people I'm talking about, because we was all eating out their hands when they first started, girl. Because they have the power and the social equity, hello God, to bring celebrities on their platform, which is obviously going to bring viewership. They get monetized quicker. Girl, they get brand deals quicker. All these podcasts, everybody doing a podcast, everybody doing the girl, soaking up the space from people that's really been doing this shit and really started from the bottom. We don't have the same social equity you do in order to garner that kind of, you know, fast influence, girl, fast coin, period. So again, I don't like the fact they steal. And again, that's why I said that's another reason why I think, well, no, I know chasing reality is also like, you know what, girl? Why go mainstream? They're already stealing our shit. Why would we offer y'all a deal? We could just steal your stuff. Which brings in the other question: are y'all really checking the deed? Because let's talk about this. I know I'm on this for a while. We got to move on, y'all. I can't talk about chasing reality this whole live, girl. And plus, I got things I gotta do. I want to tell this truth. Are y'all checking the deed? Is the paperwork in line? You know what I'm saying? Is the paperwork legitimate? Do y'all really own the intellectual property? Do you really own the copyright? Do you really own the LLC? Do you really have everything together? Because I always wonder, even with Quran, like a lot of the girls be taking things and it's like, why aren't y'all getting lawyers? You do know there's something called intellectual property law, girl. Like these girls can help you, copyright infringement. Those things exist. So I wonder, is your paperwork in order, or are you that familiar with that part of the law to where you know that you may just have some legal recourse? These girls are out here giving out free consultations, bitch. There should be no reason why you're not down to somebody's law office, girl, asking these questions. And if there is no legal recourse, okay, well, at least you know. But when I look at a lot of the stuff happening, I'm like, girl, like, how is that possible? I would have been sued their ass. And it's plain to see. It's plain to see that y'all ain't checking the deed when you have Gardini buying up shit. I know this is going way back in the day. Gardini buying up stuff. King Payne from Chasing LA buying up your shit. People just buying up your shit. You know? I know that. Girl, remember when TTB? Remember when TTB bought the girls out, honey? Okay, bought the girls out, child, over there to the G status, child. I know y'all probably good now, I think, but I didn't want to bring up old mess. But child, when the girls can buy your shit, you don't have your shit together. So it makes me wonder: have y'all not went mainstream or not taken any meetings because you know that you are not the rightful owner? I could be wrong. I could be, because remember what Andaria was going through with Kevon in the beginning of this journey, right? You remember that? And then Gardini, in his infinite wisdom and titties, hello God, his infinite wisdom and infinite titties, hello God, decided to go ahead and buy it because he thought he was doing Kevon a solid by protecting his brand. And I hate to say this too, when y'all get hairstylists, and I know, and this is going a little left, but I wanted to say this because this goes into that as well. This has something to do with that as well. Stop the fakery. I'm going to need y'all. This is what I'm going to need y'all to do. When you get hairstylists on your platforms, are they credentialed? Because I feel like the main reason we only saw Lauren England do flips with hair, hello God, running her fingers through, hello God, like a L'Oreal commercial, bitch. I think the only reason we never got to see Dior, hello, I don't, the girls that do hair, I need to see them doing hair from start to finish. And it makes me wonder, is the reason y'all ain't showing that is because they're not credentialed. I don't need to see the entire process, but fast track that shit. Press fast forward on her. I want to see y'all actually do some hair. I want to see some designers actually design. I want to see some people make it real. I want real people that are doing these so-called real jobs of theirs. And I don't want to find out later, girl, all of this shit was bought from Lord and Taylor. Y'all girls down there working to the Lenox Mall, bitch. Part-time down to the Burger King. And that we got to get away from the delusions. I know that we have to dress this up. I know that this is entertainment. You know what I mean? I know that we have to sell. And we know what sells. But when it's blatant fraudulence, when we can see the forest through the trees, girl, and beyond, you're not fooling anybody. Girl, when they said Charlie Exile And was it our guy? Remember that scene, child, from that half chopped up season of G Status Girl season 2? Was it season 2? I think it was season 2. When they were walking through the mall and they went to go see their homegirl and they was drinking the liquor store champagne, bitch, from the goddamn Solo Cups, girl, and they had them empty ass bags, acting like they was walking around the mall shopping, girl. When the girl said, girl, they was on a lunch break because they worked down to the Dillards. Girl, what? If you're going to get some singers, get some real singers, girl. Not somebody who didn't even try out for American Idol. If you don't have a track record, girl, of singing the girls down, and now if you really good and you just been birthed from the hood real quick, girl, then okay, we want to see you. But we don't want no half-ass shit no more. Moving forward, you have afforded yourself that opportunity. You are still those girls. You've been around forever. You have experience. You are experienced, honey. So you can demand those things. Make sure the girls have actual talent. Make sure they have something that they're really fucking chasing. Whip these girls into shape. Girl, you better hire Lorianne Gibson, honey. Y'all remember Lorianne Gibson, girl, down there to the Making the Band? She will whip you into shape, honey. Hell, Ramba Child. Yes, girl. I'm just saying. So I'm going to end this commentary about the chasing platforms, girl, with this. Change it up. Look within. Find the strength to be able to make that sacrifice. We all understand that it's all about numbers. It's all about clicks and views and engagement. And you will get that in due time. But you have to change how you approach these shows, girl, period. You have to change it. Stop allowing these people to think they're your friends, girl. Stop allowing these little boys and these little girls to run around here thinking they can play on your time. Hello, God. And again, the only reason they feel like they can do so is because they're not getting paid. And let's be honest here, a lot of times we, as the viewers, we inflate these girls' egos even further. Remember 4? Girl, she had the biggest ego for no reason. For no reason at all. For no reason at all. And the girls just sit there, and even when you're not giving them any of their things at all, girl. In fact, you're pulling back on the things. Bitch, you make a bitch wanna snatch the cat back, girl. And stop letting the girls do booger sugar. Ask these girls and drug test these girls. Now, we all right with Mother Earth. Okay, little weed, okay, whatever, girl. But if you popping for crystal meth, girl, you out here popping for, cocaine, girl, Frosty the Snowman, bitch, okay? You out here, girl, you got the flu but don't have the flu. Like, girl, you sweating like Whitney Houston, hello, God. And then you old nasty drunk, pissing everywhere. Girl. And you out here S.A.ing the girls in their sleep. You nasty bitch. And then you want to blame it on the drink. You want to blame it on the juice. You want to blame it on the drugs, bitch. I'm really surprised a lot of the girls, because from a lot of things that I've heard, like a lot of this stuff is criminal. I would have sent you bitches up the road, girl. Let me tell you, after whooping your ass, girl. Sent you up the road, sitting right there at Judge Judy, honey. Hello, God. Judge Judy asking, girl, why he look like that? Your Honor, he thought, hello, God, because he was hitting that gin and juice. Hello, God, he was out here doing drugs and things. He had the confidence to take me in my sleep. So I wore his ass out, honey, and then I called the law, and then he's been sent up the road. Now, this is where we are now. And I can see Judge Judy being like, girl, the ruling is absolute and final. Judgment for the plaintiff, bitch, period. Because there's no way I'm letting any of you girls get away with molesting me in my sleep, girl. You crazy as hell. No, that's not happening. And then, oh girl, I know I said I was ending this, but what I'm about to bring up really disturbed me. When I saw the forgotten trailer of that G-Status season, girl, that KL and his drunken nature just kept wailing on about, that we still to this day, girl, still to this day, we don't know where it is, girl. We don't know how it is. We don't know. We don't even remember it, girl. It's gone, children. Okay. And that scene when Sherrod and his friend, and although it was funny in a way, girl, because you and your friend got your ass worn the entire fuck out in the streets of life, girl. Like that, whoever that guy and the other guy, they were wearing, your friend got knocked the fuck out and Sherrod was nowhere to be found. Girl, they beat Sherrod's ass, drug him through the seas of life, beat his friend up really bad, girl. It was an entire mess. And I just thought to myself, like, what are you getting at, Sherrod, after so long of being one of the, in my opinion, one of the first girls? Because before he was even on the web reality, platform, he graced us with, porn, girl. Hello God. We knew him as Fiji girl. He was out here letting us know that all things are possible. Yes, girl. Hello God, honey. That's where I remember him from. And then he started playing in scripted web series. And then that's when I noticed him on the first season of G-Status. So he's not new to this. He's true to this. But he, in my opinion, although he's had other brand deals and he's been in the modeling world and he's been doing things, I don't think that he's been elevated enough. And you're doing this show, in my opinion, as a favor. Because y'all girls ain't getting paid, right? But season after season, the girls are whooping your ass. You getting caught up in a lot of mess and foolishness. For what, though? All for what? These girls, and this wasn't the first time. Remember during that other season of G-Status, they wore his ass out down to the girl, what restaurant was that? I forget the restaurant. It was like a club restaurant. Girl, they wore him out in the middle of the streets again too. So you're literally getting your ass dragged through the seas of life everywhere you step, and then it's being recorded. Thank you so much, Lynn Ray. Thank you so much. Who from Jamaica, honey? I know that's right. Thank you so much. Yes, I made some brown stew chicken yesterday. It was so good. But yeah, girl, like y'all gotta stop letting people play on y'all time, girl. And if you notice that you're not getting anything out of this, then what's the point? Because after a while, who started off being, the favorite and the one who was giving the most, you turn out to be like Nene after a while. I think Nene got bored with her situation. After so many years, who wouldn't get bored? Same old, these girls, we're all gonna, and all those girls say that exact same thing. It becomes repetitive. And you're not getting anything from it. Your situation has not elevated. Period. And a lot of these girls, I'm going to tell this too. There is a lot of sex trafficking that happens, especially in these LGBTQ spaces. Don't let these girls play on y'all time and promise y'all a good time with Frosty the Snowman and things down to their house. They know you're homeless. And I want to, and I'm not saying nothing, but I'm going to let the girls know, I know. You're disgusting. You're deplorable. Stop taking advantage of these young gays, girl. Stop taking advantage of these drugged out, homeless gays, girl. Promising them things. You're enabling them because you need to use them. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. So I wanted to get into something real quick. And shout out to everybody coming into the building. Make sure you tap the like button. Okay, girl. Comment, subscribe, all the things to the platform if you haven't done so by now. Again, it is my birthday. Thank you all for showing up on the day that I was born, child. I was gifted to this world, honey, to serve truth and justice. Okay? And that's what we're going to do here today. Little Nas X, I need to call you out real quick, boo. Baby, you have nothing to apologize for. I don't know why you felt the need to get your extra greasy, hello God, chocolate. Hello God, he is so fine to me. But girl, you didn't need to apologize. Music, art, we talked about it in the live I did earlier this week. It's all subjective. A lot of times a lot of people watching this video or that will watch this video, it may not be for them. That's okay. Click off and move on to what is your zhuzh, girl. Because if I'm not what you need, require, or desire, something else will be. And that's okay. And I don't even have to know about it. How I know about it sometimes, girl, is the girls who comment their negativity. And then they have to be read for filth. Or sometimes I don't even waste my time, girl. I'll like your comment anyway. Bitch, you watched. You engaged by commenting. Hello, God. Coco Cream, thank you so much, boo. Thank you. Like you have the power to move. If my shit don't move you, move. Period. And again, I always have to talk about, the Christians and the Catholics and these heavy religious zealots out here in the world. We're not here to please you. We don't exist. See, you consider us to be what's not normal. Hello, God, what is outside of the box of normality, right? That's what we are. So why do you expect us to even conform to what you consider to be the standard of being in this life? The rainbow is not a normal occurrence. The rainbow, the aurora lights, all of these things are, I'm not going to say rare occurrences, but they're not considered normal. They're outside. They inspire awe. Y'all see where I'm going with that, right? We are not meant to look, to act, to speak, to do the same fucking things that our heterosexual counterparts are, bitch. Even though sometimes I get a little uncomfortable with the real zesty gays and the ones who dress up and wear makeup, the drag queens, our trans girls, sometimes it can be a little because I'm not used to that. When I am around it, I embrace it because, girl, do you. That's the point of what we are, who we are, and what we represent. We are the indifferent. Hello. We are the special sauce sprinkled over this boring, dead life, bitch. Hello. We are the unordinary. We don't want to walk the way you walk and talk the way you talk. We don't want to sing the way you sing. We don't want to think the way that you think. We are the definition of unique. The Christians, the Catholics, all these religious zealots, they spend their time trying to bend people to their will, just like the slave masters did our ancestors. And the whole religious, the whole Christian of it all, the whole Bible of it all, it's all, when are we going to step outside, hello God, and realize that all of that is a form of social control? That's how you galvanize the weak. That's how you get them all in one central place. They can all think centrally. They're all connected in the same mind frame. All of these bitches think alike. They act alike. They do alike. Their response is going to be the same. Their belief systems are going to be the same. What if that's why this world is so fucked up now? Because the real God is sitting somewhere pretty high and mighty looking down at our pathetic asses like sheep to the slaughter, bitch. Like, damn, y'all are that malleable? Y'all are that easy to conform to what man has told you, to what man has written? Maybe that's why the real God hasn't wanted to intervene at all, because he's sitting back there getting his entire life laughing at our foolishness, laughing at our willingness to continue to be pathetic as fuck by falling into these social constructs, these traps of life. We've already gathered that our life is a short one. We spend most of it, if not all of it, worrying about what motherfuckers think, what the church gonna think, what my mama gonna think, what my daddy gonna think, what my brother, what my friends gonna think, what this country gonna think, well, the way you walk, the way you talk, how you do. We spend most of our life worrying about all of that bullshit. You look up and realize your life was wasted. Just worrying about people who don't even give a fuck about you. When you wake up from this dream that you've been in, you'll realize, girl, that it's all a lie at the end of the day. A lie told to you to control you. So Lil Nas X, you have no reason to apologize. Continue living, continue creating, continue doing you. They will be okay. Because I don't think when we talk about everybody else in music specifically that has come through with some religious, performance of some kind that wasn't so pleasing. We got Madonna, Nicki Minaj, Lady Gaga. I mean, the list definitely probably can go on and on, but those are just to name a few. Like, I didn't see all of this, but like I said in my live, only when it's gay is it a problem. Lil Nas X, don't apologize, because the only reason it's a problem is because you're a black gay man. They don't care if you like Jesus or not, honey. They don't care about your reasoning. They don't care about your explanation. The mere fact that you exist as a black gay man on this earth is good enough to go ahead and send your ass away. So do not care about what these people think of you. Their opinions are not, oh girl, shut up, Miss Vita Boham, their opinions are not needed, required, or desired, honey. You better get into it. Hell wrong with you. You finna apologize. No, we ain't apologizing for nothing. You think they apologize? You think after all this time, T.D. Jakes isn't going to apologize? They're going to come up with another explanation on why they did not do the things you claim that they did, even though we know that they did. They're going to find every reason to not tell you the truth, to lie to you, to play in your face. I was watching something the other day. A pastor, I forget where this was at, a white pastor, has been sued and going to court. He was arrested too, girl, and the trial is still going on because he decided that he wanted to turn his church into a homeless shelter. This man is facing jail time and a big ass fine because he opened up his church to the streets. He opened up his church to people in need. Isn't that the entire purpose of a church? Remember we talked about Joel Osteen, Hello God, many moons ago? Well, not that many moons ago, but it was some moons ago. Where she was receiving a lot of public backlash because during a natural disaster, she refused to open up her church to the homeless girl, to the people in the streets who needed somewhere to go to protect them. Huh. You want to send a man to jail. You want to arrest a man, find a man, for doing what the church is community based and it's a tax write-off because it is like a social service kind of situation. But you have people like Creflo Dollar, Paula White, Joel Osteen, Benny Hinn, Bishop Eddie Long, girl, TD Jakes, all of these bitches playing in y'all face, stealing y'all money, scamming y'all out of everything y'all got. All because he has his acting down packed. So for everyone that's going against and that you for all of this stuff, you keep talking about you're going to see us in hell. Girl, no, you won't. Bye-bye. You'll be in hell. You're the one out here following a man. And doesn't your pretty Bible tell you to do otherwise? Yeah. I'll trust a dog before I trust a man that's sitting hooping and hollering, got y'all out here acting a donkey, acting a fool. And I'm not about to let nobody sit up in no pulpit. You think you got a moral, ethical, higher ground, girl, because you call yourself a pastor? A preacher, a bishop? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You ain't no different. Even the Bible is as long as you are of flesh, you are of sin. Who the fuck do you think? Even with the Catholic, the Pope and the girls, who are you to think that you can absolve me of my sin? Who gives you that authority, girl? So Lil Nas X, no. Fuck them. You ain't got to apologize. What's up, Spicy Original? Thank you so much, boo. I really appreciate it. You know? But that's all I really wanted to say about Lil Nas X. Okay, we're going to move on to Big Sexy Girl, also known as Big McNasty, McFilthy, Girl McFlurry, Hello God. Y'all ready to get into it? Ciao. So... Yes, girl. So let me tell you this, girl. So I was flipping through YouTube trying to find something to watch. Okay. What's up, Lex? How you doing, boo? Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, love. So yes, I was flipping through YouTube and I saw that Conscious TV, honey. Shout out to my boo, honey. Shout out to my boo, honey. Conscious TV was conducting an interview with someone named Von. I think his name is Von Ray or something like that. Girl. So it put it all together for me because I'm always on TikTok, right? And I kept seeing Big Sexy as a co-host in this podcast. Like little clips will come up in my For You page. And I'd be like, okay, girl, okay. I guess he done found him a situation. So apparently that the originator of the podcast, the main dude, his name is Vaughn. So, child, he got into a lot of mess. Hello, God, chaos and confusion, girl. Foolishness, fakery, fuckery, fraudulence with his co-host, Big Sexy Official Girl. So, before we get into it, I just want to let y'all know, after this, go over to Conscious TV's platform and look for that interview and watch it. Because, girl, the tea was runneth over. The tea was running over. And it makes me always think about this. Like, it's getting to the point where I start to laugh that people actually take certain influencers as serious as they do. Okay, we're going to get into it. Because, girl, so this podcast, I guess, does pretty well. It's a newer podcast. I forget exactly what the hell it's called. Hold on. Let me see. I want to... Set the Record Straight podcast. That's the name of the podcast. So apparently this Vaughn dude, child, he, wanted to start a podcast, basically, right? But he needed a co-host. But until he was able to find, just like we talked about in the previous live, girl, the Queen Supreme Court style, what TGIF is doing now over there to Fox Soul Child, we're going to play musical chairs until we find the one that sticks. If we want to find the one that sticks, because maybe we just want to continue alternating, co-host here and there, right? Child, so Von decided to go with Big Sexy Official. And girl, so apparently there were a number of things that, you know, were happening in this this work relationship. So Von was talking again on Conscious TV's Live Child. There's an interview with him, girl. He stated that regrettably, you know, he was going through some personal things with his girlfriend. And, you know, I tell straight people this sometimes. Not every gay is a good counselor. Not every gay can be trusted. Hello, God. Shout out to Lex. Thank you for the Cash App, boo. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, boo. Yes, God, honey. What was I saying, girl? Shit. Oh, yeah. You can't trust all of us, girl. Let's just tell the truth. And you can, that's how I can tell some of y'all don't have a spidey sense, because I can smell, even though Big Sexy has, you know, admitted to wearing shitty draws, girl, we don't even need that to be able to smell the foolishness, the filth, hello, God, that just poureth from those chicken grease blood veins, girl, okay? We know you're messy. We know you're one of the ones who like the boys to get drunk. Hello, God. You like to go ahead and fondle them while they're sleeping, bitch. You take advantage of the situation. We can just tell you out here secretly plotting on your homegirls, man. And those type of gays kill me. They send me. And I want to send them, hello, God, to the sun, bitch, to be purified for their filth and their sins against humanity, bitch, okay? Like, I cannot stand those kinds of people. And see how a lot of them work is what they'll do is they'll insert themselves, honey. They will embed themselves, honey, hello, God, into your personal shit. So, Von, you made the big mistake by, first of all, letting this bitch know that you were having relationship troubles. And he also admitted that his girl also felt too comfortable. See, let me tell you something, guys. When the gays can't really get to you, they'll go through your fish. They'll go through your girl. They'll go through your partner. They'll befriend them. They'll collect all the tea. Oh, y'all having problems? Y'all having this? Okay, let me act like I'm going to be y'all personal Iyanla, fix your life, bitch, fix your relationship, girl. Let me act like I'm here to help. But really, I'm here to conquer and divide, bitch. I'm here to divide and conquer, girl. I'm here to take your man. I'm here to see if any information that you give me is going to be useful for me to take your man. Yes, God, girl, that's how they think. You got to be careful, girl. They're crafty. They think they are, though. But you can see the signs. Hello, God. And that's the first sign when they start trying to get in your business. They want to heal your life. They want to heal your relationship with your girl. And homegirls, let me tell you this. You think that gay person, oh, girl, you be doing it, girl. They secretly envy you, girl. They want your situation, girl. They want your man. They want to be you, all the things, girl. Don't be too, not all, but all. Be mindful, girl. Be mindful. There's some genuine hoes out here now, believe it or not. There's some genuine ones, but girl, the majority, girl, they're messy. You gotta watch, fight, and pray those bitches away, girl. Period. I'm telling you. And Big Sexy, also known as Big McNasty McFilthy, serves that. So Von, he admitted, girl, that that was a regret. He wishes that him and his girl never, allowed him to insert himself and then continuing. And I hate when people do that too. Y'all will literally keep the gays around to be y'all therapist, to be the one that you're always crying on their shoulder. They got to fix your life, girl. They got to doctor feel your ass to make you feel better, girl, because you're going through relationship drama. We don't want to always hear that shit. So I do blame y'all too, because, girl, y'all was so eager. You thought you had a friend. You thought you had a therapist. Girl, please. And look what happened. Okay, so the other thing was, apparently, one of the straws that broke this big nasty ass camel's back, girl, was the fact that she revealed to Von that she wanted him. So now Von believed his only intention on becoming my podcast co-host was because you were just trying to get the dick. You now have played into the narrative that I was just talking about. So then we go a step further. He starts wanting to interview his people. Big Sexy said, Big Nasty McFilthy says that she wants to interview her sister and her sister's boyfriend. So apparently the sister is some credit fucking repair owner. Rule number one, it's 2024. If anybody is out here talking about they know how to fix your credit and they're not Equifax, Hello Gone, Experian, Hello Gone, or TransUnion, bitch. Okay? If it ain't one of them girls or FICO, bitch, if you're a fraud, you're a scammer. Period, girl. Like, if y'all are really believing that this girl's gonna fix your credit, they're gonna do the same thing you could have did probably. Call up these credit report agencies and deny until they at least take one or two of them bitches off. Girl, please. So Vaughn was like, girl, I don't want to have your fraudulent ass family. He didn't say that, that's my little stuff, child. Okay. Basically that's what I got from it though, girl. Like, I don't want your fraudulent ass family on here. Like, why, who are they? Why are we even talking to these people? And apparently the sister's boyfriend runs a car lot, girl. We're going to get into it. So the other straw that broke the camel's back. So apparently we all know that Big Sexy, he does these fake ass, scamming ass, Instagram reels or whatever, girl, TikTok, whatever you want to call it, girl, these videos where he acts like he's supporting struggling women, struggling mothers, struggling fathers. And girl, he act like he out here doing it for the hood, doing it for the streets and the community, girl. He's out here to be Captain Save These Hoes, girl, okay? He's out here just trying to serve y'all fakery, fuckery, and fraudulence. And let's get into what that really is. So apparently he aligned a giveaway. He bought a car, a cash car, and he was promoting a giveaway on his personal platform, but also insinuating that Vaughn and the podcast that he's a part of are also, they're involved in this in some capacity, right? And Vaughn was like, girl, no, the fuck you didn't. No, you did not just group my platform in with something that you have going on the side. So if this goes sideways, it could potentially end up being a liability issue for Vaughn and the podcast, because now you have grouped me up, my platform, into your foolishness, your fraudulence, girl. And let's talk about that fraudulence, girl. Come to find out, bitch. Hello, God. Come to find out, this so-called car that was going to be given away to a struggling, starving, hungry, thirsty mother or father or uncle or whoever, girl. Basically, I guess the rules to enter this so-called giveaway were not really all of that clear or specific. It was just very broad strokes, right? Which you can also tell is a scam. Like, is this a local situation? How are we doing this? Like, how are we selecting the winner? Girl, come to find out, when he stated that he was doing this giveaway, that he was partnering with this car lot dealership. And again, no one found out until after the fact that the car lot dealership was really his sister's boyfriend. And come to find out, this fucking car, that whole situation was fake, girl. They didn't give a car away to anybody. They gave it away to the sister's homegirl, who then she didn't post. We don't see nothing. Again, y'all got to go over to Conscious TV Channel and get all of the tea in great detail. But that's just the summary of that. Out here duping and scamming the kids. So Vaughn was like, oh, I'm glad I was able to go ahead and get myself out of that situation. But this is definitely the straw that broke this big ass camel's back. And it's time for you to go. We can no longer be partners anymore. We can't do this. And apparently Big Sexy, Big Filthy McNasty Child, she's over here getting mad with Vaughn because Vaughn had to call her out. Vaughn had to have a conversation. And I just love the way he was talking about everything. I just love a man who's secure, who's real, who's down to earth, and who really don't care about the fucking, trying to be nice about things sometimes. Like, girl, sometimes you got to be cut clear, girl, very dry. Hello, God. You have no choice, period. Because sometimes a bitch don't get it. And sometimes people who are not used to being confronted Hello Gone on a professional level, they don't like it. And that's exactly what happened. Vaughn confronted him, girl, and Big Mix Filthy McNasty was not here for that, and never returned back to the podcast. I don't know when y'all were gonna learn y'all lesson when the girl was out here trying to literally play in y'all face and tell y'all that she's actually okay with y'all knowing that she's a nasty, nasty, nasty bitch. Period. Girl. I want to talk about gay baiting real quick. And I'm going to probably do one more topic and then we're going to get up out of here. I'm way over my time. There's this podcast on TikTok. It's on YouTube. It's called The Wild Boys. Is it Wild Boys? The Wild Podcast. And it's these young dudes who basically, they're supposedly heterosexual, child, but they sit around almost actually every episode and talk about the gays. They talk about homosexuality. They talk about, all of them also have an OF. All of them have a Twitter. They're really cute. They do content. And they also do content with each other, whether it's, beating each other off, child, or, just doing provocative, gay shit. And supposedly they're straight, and they know that they're queer baiting. They know that they're gay baiting, whatever you want to call it. They know these things about themselves, right? And they constantly talk about how they are comfortable and all these things, and more so how the gay for pay situation. We talked about that briefly with House of D earlier. And I go back to what I said. I don't like it. I feel like that's another situation where the gays are being played with. We're not looked at as serious people that think, that feel, that have passion, that are kind, that work, that love, that, we're not looked at as the same. We're looked at as things, as accessories. I don't like that. I don't like that when it's time to be serious. You wonder why a lot of us are single. You want to know why a lot of us are whores. No one takes us seriously, so we have no choice. We want to get our things, girl. We have no choice but to ho, bitch. Okay? Like, we have no choice because no one takes us serious. People think we're just cash cows. We're that desperate. We're going to pay someone. We're the one doing all the work to give you the pleasure. And you think that we're going to pay you because these other queens, these other punks, these rich punks are paying you? Because they're that desperate, girl? Please, you got things fucked up. In the words of Little Kim, honey, I fucked a busted nut. Girl, I don't pay to play, girl. You don't get no coins from the loins, honey. That's not happening. Period, bitch. Y'all kill me with that. And then you guys are the main people, like we talked about earlier. You get upset. You know that you've admitted to queer baiting. You've admitted to gay baiting. You've admitted, and you have visual content where you are literally beating off with your homeboys. Y'all are looking at each other's stuff. You are sizing each other up, touching each other. And now that I think about it, I've yet to actually see them do content with a woman. It might be on their OF, but I don't subscribe. I don't pay for porn, girl. It's all free. Well, I pay for what I can get for free, girl, period. But that's how I look at it. And they're dry anyway. They look good, and that's about it. They look dry and stiff, girl. You can tell they're just doing it for the money. They're doing it for the clicks and the views. There's no passion there. There's nothing there. They are stiff, girl. They are as stiff as Trey Womack in some of his clothes during that season of Chasing Dallas, girl. Stiff and stuffed, bitch. Period. Like, and it's we only have us to blame because, like I said earlier, the main consumers of these markets are gay men. We are out here lusting and desiring over men that don't even really want us. They use us. We're their playthings. And then another thing I have to say about too is like y'all keep talking about what you won't do and what you will do for money and all these things, but let's be honest here. I don't think there's much nowadays. Bitches will do anything for a Klondike bar, let alone an open checkbook. It's called the Wild Podcast. If you are straight, why are you playing with another man's? Again, you're doing it for clicks and views, but what will you do for a Klondike bar? Like, what will you do if this was really a blank check? That's the scary part, because now your morals, your ethics, the things you said that you wouldn't do, you will do now. You are busting it open, girl. You are doing those things. That's a scary thought, to know that money could really make you change everything about yourself. I mean, I get it. The world has made money this thing that's needed, required, and desired in order to even live the basics of the basic of lives here, girl, on earth. So I understand. People want nice things. People are tired of being hungry. They will do anything to not have to live that broken, impoverished life. I understand it. But girl, when you're out here changing your whole sexuality for a check, and I'm not gonna lie, if a woman, a wealthy woman, Mariah Carey, Angelina Jolie, hello God, if a wealthy woman wanted me and gave me an open checkbook to check, I will. I sure will. I understand. I get it. But to make it this thing now, everyone's doing it. All the straight boys, the supposed straight boys, are down to the TikTok. All the so-called thugs doing, the street urchins are doing it. All the so-called tops. Everybody is out here queer baiting. All for likes, clicks, and views, and some type of check, because they don't really want to work. I'm going to do whatever it takes. I just don't understand that mentality. Like, I get it, but I don't get it, because it's like, damn, like, you really sell your soul? I'm going to play this clip. I'm done talking about that. I'm going to play this clip. I'm going to give some commentary, and this will bring the live to a conclusion. This is really sad. I want to kind of like warn people. This story is sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. Hold on, Duke says, but to be honest, YB, this is the generation it's all about. For example, a lot of these new musicians just do it for the check. That's why the music, exactly why the music sucks. They become a quick one-hit wonder. They get their quick little 15 minutes of fame. They collect enough just to be able to get their mom a house and be able to move out of that dusty hood, girl, with those roaches and shit. And that's it. No one does tours anymore. No one does anything. That's why do you think all the girls are happy with Beyonce? Why do you think if the girls are excited about Janet Jackson and her many faces coming back to do a tour of her greatest hits, girl? Why do you think a lot of the girls be happy to see Lady Gaga and the real girls that are going to be out here just doing their thing and giving you everything you need, require, and desire as it pertains to production, honey? Okay. We go because we miss that. That's what's needed, required, and desired in the space of music. You got these kids out here nowadays, girls, just about what can we make popular on TikTok? Girl, we're going to be hot girl summer real quick and it's over with. So, yeah, I definitely understand. So, let me get on this real quick. Straight for pay. Okay, shout out to Straight for Pay. I sure am, girl. As long as the check is right, girl. Okay. I just might. Woo, pull over that. Too bad. Woo. Yes, honey. Okay. If the cash is right, I just might. Hey, come on, Trina. Okay, let me see. I know we're getting a little serious here, but I came across this yesterday and I had to add it to the docket, girl. That's why it's sad. That's why I saved it for last, because it had nothing to, it's nothing to do with anything that we were, girl. So just let's watch this.
Afraid to die?
Who isn't? Yeah,
Amir Farsood has applied for medically assisted dying, known as MAID. He lives in constant agony due to a back injury, but has started the process for end of life because his rooming house is up for sale and he can't find anywhere else to live that he can afford. He barely survives on Ontario disability support payments, which are just over $1,200 a month. He doesn't want to die, but being homeless is not an option.
I know in my present health condition I wouldn't survive it anyway.
Farsood meets the criteria for MAID, physical suffering due to disability that cannot be relieved. His doctor, who knows Farsood's real reason for MAID is his fear of being homeless, signed off on the application in August. Farsood needs a second to do the same. There's a 90-day waiting period. He believes he could potentially access MAID in about a month.
I don't wish to be dead, even with the pain, even with the meds. I still want to be here.
The CEO of Dying with Dignity Canada, a charity for end-of-life rights, says the organization has raised concerns about cases like this with the federal government.
The fact that people are feeling compelled to apply for MAID or to even ask about MAID because they can't get the basic fundamentals to live a life it's shameful. As a country, as a government, we should be ashamed.
When medically assisted dying became legal in Canada in 2016, it was only for people facing imminent death. Accessibility was expanded last March.
We have created a system where ending of life is an easier and cheaper solution than actually investing in healthcare and social support.
Trudeau Lemons is a professor of law and bioethics at U of T. He argues MAID devalues the life of people with disabilities who often live in poverty. Canada is one of the most liberal countries in the world when it comes to medically assisted dying. In March, it's further expanding eligibility to include people with mental disorders. It's expected MAID will be about 4% of all deaths in this country. That's in line with Belgium and the Netherlands.
Y'all see that, girl? Hold on. Shit, sorry. Y'all see that? That is so sad. And when I saw that shit, girl, I was like, hold on now, what? So this is where we're at now in this country, where people would rather be euthanized than to be impoverished, to be out here in these streets, girl. And I get it. It's only for the ones who, suffer, chronic illnesses, girl. How would someone that has a chronic illness be able to survive out in the streets? We see all the time what that snowballs into. We see it all the time. This is what I have to say. It's definitely a wake-up call and just in terms of finances, right? Like, we got to get our finances together. That's the first thing. You're at your job, child, girl. I'm trying to tell my nephew these days, when it's time to work, a real job, right? Talk about that 401k, that retirement. Hello, God. Talk about the future. Just in terms of making sure that you have all the things that you will possibly need just in case. We talk about nest eggs all the time. We talk about stocks. We talk about bonds sometimes, investments. I understand, and even for my own situation, we just don't make enough sometimes to invest. To have secondary high interest accounts. You know what I mean? Sometimes we don't have enough, I get that. But if you find yourself in a situation where you're at your job for more than 2 years, ask about a 401k plan. Like, ask about that. Like, sometime this year, I'm going to go over mine and I want to increase my contributions because I'm 36 now. Like, I talk about this all the time. I want to retire when I'm 50, period. In order to do that, I got to make sure my 401k is healthy. I got to make sure my own bank accounts are healthy. I have to make sure that I'm at least trying to invest into something. You know, I want to buy some land. I want to build my own home on there one day. I want to, when I get to retirement, I want to indeed retire. Nobody's out here trying to be a greeter at Walmart, girl. Nobody's out here trying to be in this situation as we saw this man. Like, girl, what? Signing up to euthanize yourself? And obviously money is the reason, and I talk about this all the time. This country is pure evil. They do not care about your interests. They do not. I don't know why, for the life of me, that people from all walks of life really sit here from this side of the bench to that side of the bench. I don't care what side you sitting on. I want you to know right here and now, this country has never had your best interest at heart. This country was founded on blood, the sweat, the tears of slaves, girl. The indigenous people that were here way before, girl, hello God, were brutally wiped away from their own existence, girl. All for land to be divided amongst the rich and powerful white men who came from over the way. This country has billions and trillions of dollars to send overseas, girl, to help a war, girl. We have billions and trillions of dollars to create weapons of war. Girl, we have billions and trillions of dollars to bail this country out, to bail this bank out, to bail this car manufacturer out. We got billions and trillions of dollars to do everything else, right? Other than feed, clothe, help our people work, get money. We're not even, y'all be talking about folks are lazy. Folks want to work. I remember I told y'all I've been applying for second jobs. I ain't getting no hits, girl. Y'all talking about y'all hiring, but bitch, you ain't hitting nobody up. And I talk about they inflate these so-called job numbers, girl, because they need it to look good. They need it to look like it's a return on their so-called investment. But in reality, it's all fake news. These jobs aren't real. They don't exist. It's all to make it look like they stood on business with their promise to you on why they're in the elected position they're in right now. I don't feel the change Barack Obama then was talking about. I don't feel nothing. The last president I felt comfortable under and I was a baby was when Bill Clinton was the president, bitch. Anything after that has been chaos and confusion. When you have your own citizens talking about, girl, I guess I have to open the door to the afterlife a little bit earlier than expected because I can't pay my rent. I can't pay for my prescriptions. I can't even afford the health care that helps me pay the copay for the prescriptions. I can't afford the basic necessities, girl. So now I have no choice. It's cheaper to let the girls euthanize me. Bitch, you crazy as hell. You're crazy. Girl, we got to do better. And I'm telling you right now, when the kids stormed the Capitol, it was over foolishness, right? Why haven't we stormed the Capitol knowing a lot of the things that have transpired in the past year alone warrant an insurgence? Am I telling the truth or am I telling the truth? A lot of things that our so-called leader, child of the so-called free world and freeware, bitch, hello, this vice president, and not even just them, we're talking about the Supreme Court, girl. A lot of moves have been made against Americans' interests. And for, hello God, the so-called lawmakers, the so-called elected officials, girl, for all of their interests. And we still have not done what really needs to be done. We still have not acted out on plans to truly defund the police. We have not been doing our due diligence. Girl, they just found upwards of 215 bodies, girl, in unmarked graves behind the Mississippi prison, girl. Most, if not all, Black people that so-called just went missing without a trace. And come to find out, a lot of those bodies that are buried there were done by so-called law enforcement themselves. They will kidnap you, beat you in an alleyway, kill you, and then dispose of you behind a prison. Your child, your brother, your son, your niece, your nephew, you thought was kidnapped or taken away somewhere, girl, or whatever, just disappeared off the face of the earth, laying in an unmarked grave for God knows how long, just for existing, just for being a person of color. And we haven't stormed through these streets, girl, and forced a change upon this country. Girl, that's why we stupid. That's why shit like this continues to happen, because we ain't doing what our law, girl, you know, we have the legal right. There's the clause I always talk about that's in the Constitution, girl. If you find yourself being ran by a tyrannical government, it is the right, it is the duty of the people, of the American people, to overthrow said tyrannical government. And we're not just talking about the White House. We're talking about your mayor's office, bitch. We're talking about those Senate offices, girl. We talking about these magistrate courts, girl. These judicial courts, girl. We talking about the Supreme Courts, girl. We talking about every bitch who's sitting in a seat because of supposed being elected by their communities. Girl, please where? I want the proof. The real proof, not the fake proof. If bitches can steal a presidency, what makes you think they can't steal a mayor race, bitch? A mayoral race, girl? What makes you think they can't steal a Supreme Court justice seat, girl? What makes you think they can't steal a goddamn judge shit, girl? If you can steal and rig a goddamn presidency, and that's on the level of levels, girl, you're running the fucking nation. So it's easy. It's easy to think, girl, yeah, you can get ready. Girl, district attorney ain't nothing. We can go ahead and we can rig that up. You can become district attorney, girl. Hello, God. You can become the director of forensics, girl, and you can be out here doing all of this shady shit to clean up your officer's mess. Police commissioners, hello, God. U.S. House of Representatives, Pentagon employees, girl, the bitches that work at NASA, girl, people who are easily controlled and moved, girl. I'm telling you, girl. Like, you know what? Let's just make it an even 2 hours because there is something else I wanted to talk about. But I want to end this off with this. Again, this country should be ashamed of itself, and the fact that people are literally taking the option of walking into the afterlife a little earlier than needed says a lot. Says a lot. And I'm going to need us to do a little bit better, period. I really wish I had the video queued up already, but I don't. There's several videos that I came across on TikTok that really have me disturbed. And one of those videos, well, all of those videos really, it just talks about how these mothers, and I'm going to be a little more specific, Black mothers, how when y'all have a man, whether it's the child's father or not, there's always this question about when not to baby your son, and not just baby your son, but when your son or when your child, let's just say your child, period, son or daughter, when it's time for them to leave the nest, when it's time for them to be out on their own, right? And the videos that I saw, 2 of them I really enjoyed because the mother was actually defending their son, when the stepfather or the father was just like, girl, when are you going to get your own place? You're 20, you're 23, you're 19, you're 18, you're 25, or however old you are. It's time for you to move out so me and your mom could have the house to ourselves. Let me tell y'all something real quick. That is exactly why a lot of our children, including ourselves, live in poverty. That's why we're not educated on a lot of things when it comes to, financial freedom, girl. That is why there's a lot of traumatized individuals out here. Who put a timetable on when it's time to leave the nest? I find that person and flog them in the streets of life, because I think it's ridiculous that you have people sitting here advocating that you kick your children out the house at a certain time. And you know what? I don't care about the parents who baby their kids and all that kind of stuff. You know what? It is what it is. As long as there's genuine love there. And sometimes we talk about single mothers, hello God, who have their sons or their daughters. Sometimes that becomes their friend. That becomes their confidant. That becomes, and I'm talking about in the healthy way, not the toxic trash way, girl. Some of y'all parents be friends with y'all kids and y'all have the most toxic, dragged out relationship ever. But I'm talking about for the ones that I have had bared witness to myself that were very positive and very healthy. And yes, you've trauma bonded. Yes, that's been your go-to. That's been your best friend. It's not just your son, your daughter. That has been someone who's seen you go through. Y'all have gone through it together. And you know why your kid is the reason why you do what you do. Get up every morning, go hustle, make it happen, and, live happily ever after shit. I just have a problem with the Black household, and specifically Black men. I know Black women do this too, but in the videos I saw, it was the majority of Black men trying to force their sons out of the house, and then trying to weaponize this, oh, you still, sucking your mama titty and you need to be out on your own. And no, if your child is not ready, and when your child is not ready, because you weren't ready. Hello. But you know it because, girl, have y'all had talks about money? Do they work? Do they know about saving? Do they know about what rent looks like? Do they know about how to look for an apartment? Do they know how to sign a lease, how to look over a lease? Do they even know the basics of being that independent? You know your child. If the answer is no, then there shouldn't even be a thought of that. And if that's something that you do want your child eventually to move out, then you need to be giving them the tools, the resources, the knowledge, hello God, and the experience needed, required, and desired to survive as a young adult on their own. But if you know that you have not taught your child nothing about a checking account, a bank account, period, a credit card, girl, how to apply for a job, even having a job, have they even saved the money, what's first, last, and security? If you know that you haven't even done the bare minimum on that level, you know in your heart your child is not ready to be out here in this big old world by themselves. Because they're going to end up right back at home 3 to 6 months later. I like when I see families, Spanish people, white people, I see a lot of other, races that, girl, you stay as long as you need, stack your bread, we might have you pay something, but not a lot because we want you to save your money so you can eventually move out, like you're not ready yet. Who says at 18 you're ready? Who says at 25 you're ready? Now, I'm not going to lie, when you get close to 30, girl, but the economy that we're looking at now, you're seeing a lot of grown-ass kids moving back home. I see a lot of these parents building small, tiny homes in their backyards, trailer, mobile home units, girl, hell, RVs, girl, in their backyards for their grown kids, because why not? You might as well consolidate all the money. It's hard to breathe out here in this world nowadays. So I understand why a lot of people are moving back home and why a lot of people are consolidating their resources and saying, girl, okay, getting roommates and shit. Remember, we hated a roommate. Now we may not have a choice but to get a roommate at some point or another. I saw a video the other day, people that are making $70,000 a year have to have a roommate in a lot of situations, especially if you live up north or you live in a place that's a little bit more, taxing than others, girl. Like, seriously. It's just a shame, though. It's just a shame. It really, really is. But yeah, I don't think that, you know, whenever you're ready, again, whenever you're ready, I understand, especially young people, they're such in a rush to get on their own and they're not really ready either. I understand the need. I understand you want to be on your own, especially if you're in a controlling environment. You know how some parents can be real controlling, all up in your damn business. You know, I get that part. You want your own space. You're growing. You're grown. You've been around this person your entire life. You finally just want to be able to do you, and I get that. Especially being a young man myself. You know, well, I'm not young anymore, girl, like that. But you know, when I was young and I was growing foster care, I couldn't wait to be on my own. And then when I got on my own, I'm like, girl, nobody told me that the road would be. Girl, child, okay. I've seen other cultures. They have no problem keeping their kids home until they buy a house. I love that idea. Yeah. Let's consolidate the coins. Let's pull our resources together. We be laughing at these Mexicans 10 to a 1-bedroom girl. Hello, guy. We be laughing at these white people that got their 30-year-old, you know, son living in their guest room and shit like that. Girl, it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. And we talk about, oh, we're family, right? You're my son, you're my daughter, I'm your mom, I'm your daddy type shit, right? I should be able to have your back no matter what happens in your life. Hello. I should be able to call my dad, my mom, well, even though I don't have either of those things, but I'm just saying though, like you should be able to call them, girl, they raised the rent. Girl, my little job can't support this. Like, is it okay if I come back home? But you know, again, laying ground rules. Girl, you finna clean up after yourself. You finna provide your own meals or whatever. However you want to set it up, do not have your children out there in the cold. And do not force them to leave knowing that they're not ready. Because they'll end up just right back there, or even in a worse situation, because you got some toxic parents who will not let their kids come back and not realizing that, girl, a lot of these kids be out here in the streets, girl. Girl. When buying a house, the real estate brokers are trying to recommend that you have a roommate, even when making close to $100,000. It's kind of insulting. It is insulting. It's insulting as hell. And let me tell you this, I feel like we should just let the housing market crash. Because I thought about this the other day. If you bought a house at $250,000 2 or 3 years ago, right? And now your house is worth $500,000. It might be good for you as the owner to say, okay, that increased, you know, that's a great increase to value my home, right? But if the economy is in that much of an inflation, how is someone else going to be able to afford your newly valued home? And then why would they? Knowing that you bought it for $250,000, and just because the market is the way that it is, your structure is still the same. You haven't done anything really spectacular to it. It's just because of the market. Usually it's worth the value if you've added value to the home. But the market is the only reason you have newfound value. Does that make sense? And I find that to be stupid as fuck. How can you as a homeowner actually be happy right now? Okay, yeah, you gave me an extra $250,000 on my home, but no one wants to buy it because they don't have no fucking money. You know what I mean? So, girl, I don't know. We live in a crazy, crazy world where people are just not thinking clearly. But anyway, that's all I have, you guys. I have to go. I went way over my time. I was supposed to be done at 10:30. Okay. I will probably be going live again this weekend because I have a lot of stuff on the docket. A lot of stuff we got to get into. And we're going to get into it. I will have some time on my hands this weekend, so I will be back here because I want to engage with you guys. I want to share the link. I want y'all to come up. I want to engage. I'm probably going to do another Ask Me Anything type of live where we can just kick the shit, girl. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing, you know, predestined, pre-written down, or nothing like that, girl. We ain't got nothing on the docket. Just ask me anything. Let's conversate. The last time I did that, I really enjoyed it. Everybody was really engaging, and we just had a really good time. And whether you didn't come up or not, and you just put your questions in the chat, I was fine with that too. So, yeah, we're gonna get into some things. Have your drinks ready, girl. Okay. The birthday ain't just one day. This is several days. I'm the last day for Capricorn. So we finna go into Aquarius 2, girl, serving truth and justice. Okay? Hello, God. Guys, I really do appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart and from my YouTube journey, my social media journey, for the people that have been here, for the people that are just finding me, for the people that just show me love and show up and show out. You like, you comment, you engage in the platform, you engage with me. I love y'all, and I really do appreciate that. Whether it's a little of y'all or a lot of y'all or no one at all, I'm going to love, okay? I'm going to love what I do, serving truth and justice, being myself, you know, yeah, being me, okay? All right, yeah, girl. I'm young, child, thank you. Ah, child. Thank God to Tika Naturals, girl. I think I shaved like 3 years. Yes. Looking forward to it. It's always a good time over here. Have a good B-Day weekend. Thank you so much, Boo. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, Kat. Love you. And for anybody that's watching the replay, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And again, as you come in, like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things, girl. If you're not following on Instagram by now, shame on you. It is at YB Speaks, okay? If you guys would like to donate to the platform, give out birthday blessings, girl. Hello, God. The Cash App is flowing at the bottom of the screen, okay? For those that have given Cash Apps already, or any form of blessing, again, liking, commenting, and subscribing is a blessing too. It ain't all about the money. I appreciate the money. Okay? Who don't appreciate the money, girl? We just established that money runs the goddamn world. So again, I do appreciate y'all so much for all of that. Thank you. Child, it's another year, girl. Like, time is really going, okay? God, it's time to make the best of it. Make the rest of it the best of it. Okay? That's my new thing. Make the rest of it the best of it, girl. Okay? Yes, I like that. All right, y'all. Again, thank y'all for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. And until we're live again, until my next video, honey, hello, God. Avidazine, girl, okay? Be blessed and never stressed. Remember that health is truly wealth. And yeah.